How's it going, you guys? So yeah, my current job used to be a grow op. So we're doing a whole bunch of repair in there. We're about an hour outside of Vancouver in a very rural area, very beautiful, but the perfect place to build a giant shed and put a bunch of plants in. Anyways, there's a lot of damage in this place that we're gonna repair. It's definitely not as bad as what people do to houses, but you guys should come on in and check it out. Yeah, that smells like a combination of my teenage years and shellac paint. So the ceiling in here is plywood, which seems like a pretty good choice, but all of the walls are drywall, which I would think would be a horrible choice in such a humid environment. The walls are super beat up. They clearly had rows and rows of things fastened to the walls. There's a bit of mold there, and we can definitely see how the moisture accumulated at the top and really soaked into everything. But in spite of all that, the damage is actually surprisingly not that bad. The main thing in here is the smell. Yeah, it really smells. So what they have been doing is they've been shellacking the ceiling plywood. So you can see kind of over here, it's all white. They haven't done this section. They've been shellacking the walls to just hopefully try and seal it in as we slowly start to build out the place. And what it's going to be is actually a bike museum. So the story behind this place is that it was originally built for horses back in 1997, and I believe was probably used for its actual intended purpose for the whole time. And in 2011, there was a raid on the place where a whole bunch of plants were seized. So this was in operation way before it became legal. And in fact, now that it's legal, I believe that's why it's no longer being used, because now that you can have such large facilities and you need such large facilities to actually turn a profit in the business, this one is no longer big enough. So as we look around the property, we can see that there is motion sensors and cameras everywhere. Another one on that side as well. And all the wires for that apparently go into an underground conduit this thick that goes all the way back to the house, which was also built in 1997, but shows little to no signs of ever actually being lived in by somebody. So we're not sure if it was ever actually intended for people to live in, or if this was its intended purpose right from the start. Anyways, that's all I know about the property. What I'm doing right now is I'm working on drywalling the bathroom. So let's go and see what I've been doing inside here. So I've drywalled the ceiling so far and the walls, and there's a bathroom back here that I've done. So all I'm here to do right now on this job is just hang and tape a bunch of drywall. This was 5/8 sheets. These are roughly 8 feet long. I hung these by myself, and this is the first and last time that I will ever hang 5/8 drywall on a ceiling without renting a lift. Yeah, I didn't think that one through. I am not 25 years old anymore. At 41, these sheets feel a lot heavier. Well, that's about all I have to say from what I can see of this place. It's definitely nowhere near as thrashed as a house gets, because it was at least like purpose built for this way back before it was legal. But yeah, why don't we finish off with a little bit of a montage of making all this stuff in here pretty. Okay, you guys, I am done my part of the job. And at least in this one little section, it doesn't smell like a grow up anymore. It just smells like new drywall and drywall dust. Let's take a quick look. So I had to do some repairs around that door after removing some trim from it. And everything's looking nice and smooth. And in here, the owner has been tidying up. He's currently vacuuming the floor in preparation for pouring concrete everywhere. And I did mention that this is eventually going to be a bike museum, so I will likely be back here to do a bunch more work. I'll have to wait on that. It'll be a surprise for you guys. Might even be some carpentry. I'm going to be trying to put the carpentry hat on a little more throughout the lifespan of this channel. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm glad that's done, and I hope you guys are doing awesome. Till the next one.